Good evening and welcome to the English News. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Excellency President of the Swiss Confederation discussed during an official session means of constructive cooperation between the two countries and exchange views on regional and international issues. An official reception ceremony is held for His Excellency President of the Swiss Confederation on the occasion of his official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. The Sultan of Oman and the Swiss Confederation signed a memoranda of understanding to promote cooperation between the two countries. His Highness Deputy Prime Minister for Defence Affairs patronizes the opening of the Joint International Conference on Ophthalmology, Surgery and Research. And the Sultan of Oman participates in the UN Climate Change Conference COP28 in Dubai, UAE. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq and His Excellency President Dr. Al Bassat of the Swiss Confederation held an official session at Al Alam Palace. During the session, means of constructive cooperation between the two countries and ways to develop them in various sectors were discussed for the benefit of their friendly countries. The two sides also exchanged views on the events and developments taking place in the regional and international arenas. The official session of discussion was attended from the Omani side by His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, His Highness Sayyid Asad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs and personal representative of His Majesty the Sultan, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan al Court, His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed Al Na'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Habsi, Minister of Finance, His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al Aufi, Head of the Private Office, Her Excellency Dr. Rahma bint Ibrahim Al Mahruqiya, Minister of Higher Education, Research and Innovation, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al-Sabti, Minister of Health, Head of the Mission of Honor, and His Excellency Mahmoud bin Hamid Al-Ahsani, Sultan of Oman, Ambassador to the Swiss Confederation. While from the Swiss side, it was attended by His Excellency Dr. Thomas Orte, Ambassador of the Swiss Confederation to the Sultan of Oman, Her Excellency Ambassador Maya Tisafi, Head of the Middle East and North Africa Division at the Federal Department of the Foreign Affairs, and Her Excellency Ambassador Nora Kronig Romero, Head of the International Affairs Division and Vice Director General of the Federal Office of the Public Health. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq received His Excellency Dr. Al Bassat, President of the Swiss Confederation, who began an official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. An official reception ceremony was accorded for His Excellency the guest. Upon the arrival of the motorcade carrying His Excellency to the inner courtyard of the Alan Palace, the royal music of the Royal Guard of Oman, the awaited piece, was played. Then His Majesty the Sultan accompanied His Excellency the guest to the dais of honor, where the Swiss national anthem was played, while artillery fired 21-gun salute for His Excellency the guest. After that, His Majesty the Sultan shook hands with the official delegation accompanying His Excellency Dr. Alim Bassad, President of the Swiss Confederation, welcoming them and wishing them a pleasant stay. While His Excellency the guest shook hands with his recipients from the Omani side, where a number of their highnesses, their excellencies, the chairman of the state and shura councils, their excellencies, the ministers, and the chief of staff of the Sultan's armed forces were at the reception. After that, His Majesty the Sultan and His Excellency the guests proceeded to the hall to have coffee.
سلام الاتحاد السويسري. سلام قدس.
Sultan of Oman and the Swiss Confederation signed a memorandum of understanding to promote cooperation between the two friendly countries in various sectors. The ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency President Dr. Ali Bassat of the Swiss Confederation. The memoranda of understanding cover various areas of cooperation, including sustainable and renewable energy technology, heritage tourism, healthcare, and capacity building, in addition to diplomatic studies and training. Her Excellency Muriel Zende Basset, spouse of His Excellency Dr. Ali Basset, President of the Swiss Confederation, visited the Royal Opera House, Muscat, today as part of the current official visit of His Excellency the President and his spouse to the Sultanate of Oman. Her Excellency the guest toured the Royal Opera House and listened to a brief explanation about the department's facilities and the nature of shows it represents during its seasons and program throughout the year. During a tour, Her Excellency was briefed on the architectural richness and characterizes the architectural design of the Royal Opera House Muscat, which highlights the Omani architectural cultural heritage mixed with the different continents' designs of the world. The spouse of His Excellency the President of the Swiss Confederation also visited Matrah Souk and got acquainted to its various ancient and modern exhibits. While touring the souk, the guest was briefed on its various alleys and decorations inspired by the authentic Oman environment. His Excellency Dr. Ali Bassat, President of the Swiss Confederation, and his spouse arrived in the country this morning for a two-day official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. At the forefront of welcoming His Excellency the guest upon his arrival at the Royal Airport was His Excellency Said Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court. Also at the reception were His Excellency Said Badr bin Hamid Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, Her Excellency Dr. Madiha bint Ahmed Al Shibaniya, Minister of Education, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al Sabti, Minister of Health, Head of the Mission of Honor, His Excellency Ambassador Mahmoud bin Hamid Al Ahsani, Ambassador of the Sultan of Oman, accredited to the Swiss Confederation, His Excellency Dr. Thomas Hotel, Ambassador of the Swiss Confederation, accredited to the Sultan of Oman, and members of the Swiss Embassy in Muscat. During the visit, His Excellency the Swiss President is accompanied by an official delegation, including His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Thomas Hotel, Ambassador of the Swiss Confederation to the Sultan of Oman, Her Excellency Ambassador Maya Tisafi, Head of the Middle East and North Africa Divisions at the Federal Department of Foreign Affairs, Her Excellency Ambassador Nora Kronig Romero, Head of the International Affairs Division and Vice Director General of the Federal Office of the Public Health, His Excellency Ambassador Wolfgang Brulat, Swiss Special Envoy for the Middle East, and a number of officials at the Swiss Confederation. His Majesty Sultan Ahmed bin Tariq sent cable greetings to His Excellency President Klaus Johannes of Romania on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness Sheikh bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, patronized this morning the opening of the Joint International Conference on Ophthalmology, Surgery and Research organized by the Ophthalmology Center of the Ministry and Security Services in cooperation with the Omani Ophthalmology Association, the Ministries of Health, and the Middle East and African Ophthalmology Councils. The event was held at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. More details in the following report.
with the aim of exchanging knowledge and introduce participants to the latest developments in ophthalmology, surgical techniques, and scientific research and methodologies. The International Congress of Ophthalmology and Research kicked off today with over 2,000 local, regional, and international participants from around the world. The four-day event, organized by the Ophthalmology Center of Medical, Military, and Security Units in collaboration with Oman Ophthalmic Society, Minister of Health, and the Middle East Africa Council of Ophthalmology, MIACO, and is a convergence of the 19th Muscat International Ophthalmology Conference and the 17th International Congress of MIACO.
It's great to be here. It's my first time to come to Oman. I've come with my colleagues from Singapore National Eye Center from Singapore. I think this is a great meeting. You see there's people from all over the Middle East and many international people from around the world. And it's a very nice place to exchange ideas and to learn new things and also present some of our work as well. I'll be focusing mainly on our work on corneal transplantation in related to specifically to conditions such as keratoconus, which is very common in Oman and many countries in the Middle East.
The opening function witnessed keynote addresses, and the International Keratoconus Society logo was unveiled, followed by presentation of prestigious awards, the Ibn al-Umayra Awards and the Golden Medal of Ibn al-Dhahabi. After that, His Highness, the chief guest, with other officials, toured the accompanying exhibitions that showcased the latest medical technologies for eye diseases treatment and educational materials.
Diving in hyperbaric medicine is linked to the ophthalmology as we are very connected to all surgical specialties. Our role in ophthalmology is variant from treatment of severe, harsh infection, like sight-threatening infection like mucormycosis and necrotizing fasciitis in the orbit and the ocular area, because hyperbaric oxygen works as antibacterial, bacteriostatic, bactericidal therapy, plus rejuvenation of new blood vessels.
It's worth mentioning that pre-conference workshops began on Wednesday, covering a range of topics from retina and ocular oncology to refractive surgery and glaucoma. The scientific program will cover a wide spectrum of subjects in the field of ophthalmology, including pediatric glaucoma, keratoconus, diagnostics, women's role in ophthalmology, and the latest in glaucoma research and treatment.
As a woman in ophthalmology, I have a paper to present today in the afternoon, and this is an opportunity to share my experience and knowledge in ophthalmology as a woman in Oman. And I'm so happy and grateful and proud to see there's a lot of Omanis doctors who are young, who are teaching them. Now they're taking a big position and they're presenting their papers. So I'm very grateful and happy.
Additionally, the Congress will explore advanced surgical techniques, new approaches to complex eye conditions, and updates in various subspecialties, oculoplastic procedures, neuro-ophthalmology, and optometry. The agenda includes sessions dedicated to ophthalmic ultrasound, nursing, and updates in Arabic. With over 2,000 delegates, the Congress is the largest ophthalmology gathering in the region, featuring more than 100 scientific sessions, 26 workshops, and 377 papers by more than 500 speakers from 42 countries, thus offering an unparalleled educational platform that will assist in developing further the quality of ophthalmology care. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The Sultan of Oman took part in the activities of the UN Climate Change Conference COP28, which kicked off in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Representatives from around 200 countries are participating in the conference, which continues for 2 weeks. The conference discusses ways of coping with climate change and evaluating the implementation of the Paris Agreement, which called for minimizing the impact of global warming to avoid climate change grave consequences. A delegation from the public prosecution led by His Excellency Nasr bin Khamis Al Sawai The Attorney General took part in the third meeting of the Association of the Arab Attorneys Generals under the theme Towards a Sustainable Arab Judicial Dialogue during the period from November 29th to December 1st, 2023 in the Moroccan city of Marrakesh. During the meeting, the Sultan of Oman was elected as Deputy Chair for GCC region. An international seminar titled The Efforts of Public Prosecution in Arab Countries in Combating Money Laundering, Financing of Terrorism, Migrant Smuggling and Human Trafficking was organized during the meeting. The international seminar included discussion sessions on best practices in combating these offenses and the use of modern technology in criminal investigations in relation to money laundering. The session highlighted challenges and presented papers of Arab international efforts to address migrant smuggling and human trafficking offenses by exchanging expertise and promoting cooperation between Arab countries. Still to come on News Bulletin. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth launches the 4th annual festival for persons with disabilities. His Highness Said Faisal bin Turki Al Said, Ambassador of the Sultan of Oman, accredited to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, held a reception on the occasion of the 53rd National Day. The ceremony was attended by His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Abdurrahman Al Saud, Deputy Governor of Riyadh region, as well as a number of Saudi officials, diplomats and businessmen and Omani citizens. His Excellency Abdullah bin Nasser Rahbi, Ambassador of the Sultan of Oman, accredited to the Arab Republic of Egypt and his permanent representative to the Arab League, had a reception on the occasion of the 53rd National Day. The ceremony was attended by Dr. Mohammed Shakir, Minister of Electricity, Energy and Renewable Energy, and Major General Khalid Abdul Aad, Governor of Cairo, and a number of Egyptian officials who came to exchange greetings with the Sultan of Oman on this glorious occasion and reaffirm the solid relations between the two brotherly countries. His Excellency Yusuf bin Ahmed Al-Jabri, Ambassador of the Sultan of Oman, accredited to Austria and is a permanent representative to the United Nations in Vienna, held a reception on the occasion of the 53rd National Day. The ceremony was attended by businessmen and officials from Austria and representatives of the diplomatic missions and international organizations in Vienna. Organized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth, the activities of the 4th Annual Festival for Persons with Disabilities began today at Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Boshar. The opening ceremony was presided over by Her Excellency Dr. Laila bin Ahmed Al Najjar, Minister of Social Development. More details in the following report.
Featuring educational workshops, awareness campaigns, cultural, sports and entertainment events, besides excursions to touristic attractions, the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth inaugurated the 4th edition of the annual Festival for Persons with Disabilities at the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Boshar in Muscat Governorate.
We are very happy to welcome 1,800 of participate from different areas in Oman, and we have different events. It will be around 11 events for sport, and we have a culture events also, and it will be for 3 days, the events.
Representatives of governmental, civil society and private institutions, as well as specialists in the rehabilitation of persons with disabilities, lecturers from Oman and abroad, sign language interpreters, medical staff and referees are taking part in the festival.
In this event, the festival, the 4th Festival of People with Disabilities, our contribution comes as an assimilation station. We put people to try and to be in the disabled person's shoes and to try how it feels when you are distracted or you have some kind of challenges to do the daily tasks. So our booth today have visual disabilities, physical disabilities, severe mental disabilities, and some other services that provided by Ministry of Health through the life of the person in Oman.
As a volunteers, you are expected to be happy with a smile for this kind of people. They need you to show first, the first impression is to be so smiling and to be really welcoming them, because if you were like not smiling or anything, they will be like, they will feel uncomfortable. So you make sure to make them comfortable at the first, then it will be easy to interact with them.
The three-day carnival also comes within the efforts exerted to empower professionals working with disabled persons and to identify individuals with exceptional abilities for potential inclusion in the national Paralympic team. The festival is a significant platform through which people with disabilities get proper social engagement and empowerment. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh Bukhalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
And the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, in collaboration with the Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Joint Committee for External Exhibitions for Omani Products, launched Made in Oman campaign. More details in the following report.
With events distributed across various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman, the activities of Made in Oman campaign started and will continue till the end of December 2023. The event witnessed unveiling of the logo for the Omani quality mark. It also involved honoring the institutions participating in the Made in Oman campaign. Additionally, the inauguration of the corner for Omani products at Al Moj Muscat took place and will continue until the 8th of December 2023.
The importance of Made in Oman campaign is initially its continuation of the government effort to empower the Omani product, and this campaign aims mainly to promote for Omani product that produced locally, and also to the emphasis on the importance of the Omani product among consumer and customers in Oman.
Displays of purposeful designs aimed at promoting national industries at selected locations in Muscat Governorate and fuel stations in the various governorates and wilayas within the Sultanate will also be seen. The campaign also includes organizing visits for students from schools, universities and colleges to several Omani factories in various governorates, including Al-Batina North, Al-Dakhiliya, Al-Sharqiya South and Muscat.
With the availability of Omani quality mark, it's much helpful for us as we are exporting company and we are focused in providing healthy food. As you know, mushroom, it's considered like something's healthy, so it's creating a good image on the other customers, and also on the other hand, it's much helpful for Omani companies.
It's noteworthy to mention that both the campaign and the exhibition aim to convey a message introducing Omani products to enhance consumer confidence in local products by showcasing the quality and diversity of Omani industries.
Many goals can be seen within Made in Oman campaign, most notably the promotion and empowerment of Omani products in various fields. For Oman TV, Ahmed bin Hilal Al-Busaidi, Muscat.
You're watching this on Oman Television. Before tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq and His Excellency President of the Swiss Confederation discusses during an official session means of constructive cooperation between the two countries and exchange views on regional and international issues. An official reception ceremony is held for His Excellency President of the Swiss Confederation on the occasion of his official visit to the Sultanate of Oman. Sultanate of Oman and the Swiss Confederation signed a memoranda of understanding to promote cooperation between the two countries. His Highness Deputy Prime Minister for Defence Affairs patronizes the opening of the Joint International Conference on Ophthalmology, Surgery and Research. And the Sultan of Oman participates in the UN Climate Change Conference COP28 in Dubai, UAE. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us in the newsroom and the studios. Have a good weekend. Good night.